Josh's office.
Okay, I gotta have that phone right away.
Yeah.
She got her purse and everything.
Yeah.
Take that also.
Okay.
So, this way, we're gonna go into his office, him and the superintendent, bring it right to us, and then we'll get with him.
So, we arranged to go there.
Yes, you did, and then it's coming up
In
again,
here?
starting pretty soon.
Can I be in here, or would you rather I not be to begin? I just need to know what happens when it's done, because we're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, you wanna us take it first, and then?
Yeah, we can fill them in.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you everything, so.
Okay, very good.
So, did you see the post, or?
No, I haven't seen the post. I was looking up the actual ILCS.
Yeah, Brian says.
That's what I was seeing.
Okay.
So who's the complainant for this?
Well, so Snapchat is the one that actually reported this to the FBI.
Okay.
So,
When was the post made?
like an hour ago.
Okay.
So, see if
That was
you.
fast.
Yeah, that's what. I don't know if they sent it to me. I do got my body on already, so I don't have any of the information. Once we get the stuff, what I'll do is I'll probably go grab my laptop. Oh, here she is. Hello. Hi, I'm Deputy Sean with the Sheriff's Office.
I do, yeah.
Okay, if you want to hand that to me, please?
Yes.
Okay, the reason we're in contact, you got any weapons on you?
No.
Okay. All right. Have you been on Snapchat earlier today?
Yes, I was, yeah.
Okay, and like I said, well, I'll go get some stuff first while we, hold off for a second.
Okay, sure.
If you want to hold that, I'll go grab, because I don't got the warning or anything.
Okay.
All right, get up here, so, like I said, I'll introduce you. I do want to go ahead and just read your rights to you real quick, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. If you go with that right to remain silent, anything you do, can say will be used against you. Whatever your choice before questioning, have the attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be prior to any question if you do see so.
The image shows a deputy conducting an interview with a student teacher inside a private office at an elementary school in Washington, Illinois. Law enforcement was dispatched to the school after a Snapchat post raised concerns about student safety and was flagged by the platform's monitoring system. Earlier that morning, administrators were notified that a message shared on Snapchat referenced frustration involving a student and classroom activity. Due to the wording of the post and the involvement of a minor, school officials immediately contacted local law enforcement as a precautionary measure. When deputies arrived at the school, they were escorted to a secured office where the student teacher had been asked to wait. The room was cleared of students and staff to ensure privacy and prevent disruption to the school day. Before the interview began, the deputy identified himself and explained the reason for the investigation. The student teacher was advised of her constitutional rights and agreed to speak voluntarily with investigators. She stated that she was enrolled in a teacher training program and had been assigned to assist in an elementary classroom as part of her practicum. According to her statement, the morning had been routine until a technical issue interrupted her lesson. A student accidentally closed her lesson plan on the classroom computer, which caused her to lose several minutes of prepared material. She acknowledged feeling briefly frustrated, but stated that she did not raise her voice, did not discipline the student harshly, and did not remove the child from the classroom. She described the incident as minor, and said it did not escalate beyond that moment. During a break later in the day, she used her phone to post a Snapchat message. She told deputies that she believed the message was visible only to a small private group, including her boyfriend and 2 roommates. She explained that she intended the message as a joke and did not believe it would be interpreted seriously. When shown a screenshot of the Snapchat post, she confirmed that the account belonged to her and that she had written the message. She acknowledged that the wording was inappropriate and that it could be misunderstood if viewed outside its original context. She told deputies that she immediately regretted posting it and attempted to delete it shortly afterward. However, the message had already been captured by Snapchat's monitoring system. Officers explained that Snapchat automatically flags content that references harm, violence, or threats involving schools or minors. Once flagged, the information is forwarded to federal authorities, including the FBI, who then notify local law enforcement agencies to conduct follow-up investigations. The student teacher stated that she had no intention of harming any student and had never threatened anyone in real life. She denied having access to any weapons and said she had never brought prohibited items onto school property. Deputies asked if she consented to a search of her personal belongings. She agreed, and her bag and pockets were examined. No weapons, prohibited items, or suspicious materials were found. Throughout the interview, she remained calm and cooperative. She answered all questions directly and did not request an attorney at that time. As the interview progressed, deputies explained that, regardless of intent, the message had caused alarm and required documentation. They informed her that she would be placed into custody temporarily while the report was forwarded to the state's attorney's office for review. Upon hearing this, the student teacher became visibly emotional. She stated that she did not expect the situation to escalate to that level and expressed concern about her future in the teaching program. She requested permission to contact her mother. Deputies allowed her to make a phone call from the school office. During the call, she explained that she had been questioned by police and that she was being taken into custody. The conversation lasted several minutes and was conducted under supervision. After the phone call, deputies secured her personal property, including her phone and car keys. She was informed of the next steps in the process and advised that she would be transported to the county jail for booking. She was escorted out of the school building through a side entrance to avoid drawing attention from students and parents. A patrol vehicle transported her to the local detention facility without incident. She was booked on an allegation of disorderly conduct related to the Snapchat post. Deputies noted in their report that there was no evidence she had intended to carry out any act of violence and that she was not believed to pose a threat to the school. Later that day, the school district issued a letter to parents explaining that a situation involving a student teacher had been investigated by law enforcement. The letter stated that the matter had been resolved and that there was no ongoing danger to students or staff. The district also confirmed that the student teacher would not return to the classroom to complete her assignment. Administrators stated that this decision was made in the interest of maintaining trust and ensuring a safe learning environment. No injuries were reported, and no weapons were found at any point during the investigation. Law enforcement reiterated that the response was precautionary and based solely on the wording of the online message. As of the latest available information, public court records do not show that formal criminal charges were filed beyond the initial booking. Authorities emphasized that the incident served as a reminder that online statements, even when made as jokes or out of frustration, can trigger serious legal consequences when they involve schools or children. Investigators concluded that the message was written during a moment of frustration and was not accompanied by any action or preparation to cause harm. The case was documented and closed following review by the state's attorney's office. This incident demonstrates how digital communication can be interpreted outside of its intended context and how automated reporting systems now play a role in modern law enforcement response. Officials advise educators and students alike to use caution when posting online and to consider how messages might be perceived if viewed by a wider audience. In situations involving schools, law enforcement agencies operate under strict protocols to ensure that any potential risk is addressed quickly and thoroughly. While no threat was ultimately identified in this case, the response highlights how quickly an online post can lead to real-world consequences.